Hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. It's a Hy-Vee Warrior win tonight, 80-57 over Iowa Central. And the Warriors pick up our 8th win of the season. The number 6 ranked Indian Hills Warriors come back to the Hellier Center, get the win. Coach Dewey joining me along with Will Casey. Big night on the glass for Will Casey with the 13 rebounds. Coach, we'll start with you. Your thoughts overall on your team in the win tonight?
Slow start, obviously. I think everybody saw that. But second half, I thought we got back to what we do, which is defense, and that led to transition points, just easy points. I told the guys I didn't want to call any plays in the second half. I just wanted to get out in transition and just run our motion offense and let our defense turn into offense, and that's kind of what we did in the second half.
It seemed like the game, it just hard to get into a rhythm. There were a lot of fouls early. That's not to say they weren't fouls. I'm not blaming the officials. That's just the way the game played out, right, wrong, or indifferent. But Will, I'll ask you as a player, did it feel like it was just the game never really hit a rhythm? Did it get going for you, or was it hard to kind of get in the rhythm of the game?
Yeah, at the start, I was missing a lot of layups, open layups. But after I get to the game, and I just play, take rebounds, offense rebounds, make baskets. Barely make free throws, but
Well, there we go. Yeah, back. You've been doing well though. That's one game, but obviously tonight left some points out there at the free throw line. Did Will, but some good assists, a lot of great rebounds,
And zero turnovers for William.
Turnovers.
Good
So,
job.
there you go. Yeah. All right, Coach. Your team came off a long road trip. You come back home. You knew Iowa Central was going to be a very good Division II opponent, very well coached. You talked about that in the pregame, but talk to us about when we got back from the road trip, what you did, what was the team's schedule, and how you got them ready to go for this one tonight.
Well, when we got back, it was late Saturday night. We played Saturday afternoon. We got back late Saturday night. Saturday, on the bus, a couple of guys did some study hall on the bus on their computers, but Sunday was my wife's birthday. So what did I do? I spent some time with this guy and the family.
All right.
And Coach Rakes and Coach Solo, they were pretty much here from, I'd say, 1 o'clock to probably 8 o'clock. They had segments of guys about 2 at a time coming in for about an hour study hall each. So the guys we did no basketball on Sunday. And then Monday, yesterday came around again. They had class all morning. We practiced in the afternoon. They did study hall all in the evening. And then we actually had a good shoot around today. I thought the guys were locked in, a good shoot around. So I was surprised with the slow start. I thought we were locked in and ready to go and finish off this I guess first segment of the season before a couple of them went home for Thanksgiving. But it was academics for about 48 hours nonstop when we got back from that trip. It was a very long trip, and we were all glad to be back in the Hellier. What was surprising though was that every time we go on the road, we shoot it really, really well, and we come back to Hellier and we go 3 for 18 from 3 today. So it'd be nice to shoot it well from in our own gym one of these days.
Yeah, and you got to believe that's going to come. Obviously, we're just such a great group of shooters as a whole that we're going to hit our stride there. But, when you win on nights when you don't shoot well, it comes back to what you keep preaching, and that is obviously defense. We had 8 turnovers at the half and only 12 in the ball game, so that we really took care of the ball in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. That's obviously a focal point of us. We talked about it in the locker room. That and rebounding. We only out-rebounded them by 8, which is, that's good, but not where we want to be.
But there again, we were tied at the half on that too. So
yeah.
Obviously, whatever you said in the locker room resonated with these guys, and they got the job done in the second half and finally did pull away against Iowa Central. But a name that kind of keeps surfacing now, game in and game out, is you've got such depth, but Tayshaun Bridges is really starting to consistently give you really good minutes. It's got to be getting more and more difficult to keep him off the floor.
Yeah, he can really score. I mean, as y'all can see, his first step is very, very explosive, and it's very hard to stay in front of him. If we get him to lock in on the defensive end, which he's been doing, which has been earning him minutes every night, he's going to continue to get better and better and help this team win games.
Rebounding wise too,
Yes, he can
seems
rebound.
to have a knack for the rebounding, especially for a 6'2" kid.
Yeah.
Abdoulaye Fall has been probably as consistent as you've had. He's also been your best free throw shooter. Talk to us a little bit about Abdoulaye and what he brings night in and night out.
Abdoulaye is going to play hard no matter what, right, Will?
yeah.
Yeah, which is why I had to keep him in the game. A lot of that first half, I was just trying to find guys whose motor was running in that first half, and Abdullah's motor never turns off. He's a hard playing dude, and I'm trying to get him and some of these other guys to start letting that rub off on some teammates. So all we talked about in the pregame speech was play for one another, play for one another, play for one another. I didn't feel like we did that in the first half. The second half, I really thought we did, and that's why we pulled away.
Jamal Intizami is another guy that seems to be continuing to give you good minutes. You put him in the starting lineup tonight. He just kind of seems to do his job every time out.
Yeah, he's somebody that we can count on defensively on the back end of our defense. He's always in the right spot. He's always helping on baseline drives. He's actually been rebounding the ball with some tenacity here these last couple of games. So as long as he keeps doing his job, he's going to keep playing.
Talk to us about JV Dashagas and his progress, where it's at for where you'd hoped it would be coming off the injury.
He's getting there. I mean, 10 rebounds in 14 minutes. I didn't know he had 10 rebounds. That's fairly impressive. Now we just got to get him to hang on to the basketball whenever somebody throws it to him or when he does get a rebound. If we can figure that out, which he was doing. You can ask Will. Right before he got hurt, he had just found his groove. He was finishing everything. He was catching lobs. He was catching dump-offs. It's like he was right where we had needed him to be to start the season, and now I feel like he's right back to July when he got here. And he's just trying to find his groove again. And, you know, a big guy out there, 6'10", 240, playing against a dude 6'5", 190, it's hard. And you might not realize it, but it's hard to play against a smaller opponent when you're that big.
Will Casey with us as well. A good night for Will as he threw in 10 points, 13 rebounds, no turnovers, and also 4 assists. We look for you for those hay babies, but tonight you kind of dished off and created some for other people. Talk to us about that, Mr. Assist tonight.
Yeah, I try to help my team too. I try to help Jamal to make points, help TB to get on the road. Yeah, I try to help my team today.
You led us in assists.
Uh-huh.
You led us in assists. You have 4. Nobody else had more than 3. Good job. Oh, no.
A.T. Manuwan is a guy, it seems like we could talk all night about the guys you can put on the floor, especially the depth in your backcourt. But, I mean, some of the things we see him do now around the basket are pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, A.T.'s got a knack for finishing around the rim, as you can see with all those acrobatic finishes he does. He's gifted. That's what he does best, is attack the rim and finish around the rim. He's just got to continue to keep developing other parts of his game, which he's doing.
All right, we're going to have a little bit of a break here, so give us an update on Amante and where he's at with his.
He should be okay.
recovery.
We had to make sure he's going to be ready to go when we get back from Thanksgiving. But I think, if he really wanted to, suck it up and play tonight, he probably could have. It's a normal ankle sprain, nothing crazy, probably just a grade 2, but he'll be back very, very soon.
All right, what will the plans be for Thanksgiving? What's the logistics of the next few days?
You staying here?
Yeah, go to his house.
Miss Dewey's been playing for about 2 weeks over at the house. We're gonna do volunteer service, community service Thursday morning downtown. We're gonna pack some lunches, pass out some food, and then when we get back that afternoon, all the guys will be over at the house. They'll be hanging out with Damien and Maya, playing with some dinosaurs and eating some good food and relaxing.
That sounds like a pretty good time.
You're welcome to come too if you want.
Well, I appreciate it. Will you practice on Friday then, or will they get Friday off as well? Will they get tomorrow off? What's the?
Yeah, tomorrow. So we've got emails from all of their teachers. Classes for the 2 guys we have at 8 and 10 are canceled, so they do not have class tomorrow, those guys. So a couple of them are heading out tonight to head back home for the ones that can drive it. And then the ones that are here, they got a day tomorrow to relax. If any of them want to watch film, feel free to text me. I'll be happy to come up here and watch some film with you. And then Thursday's Thursday, and then I think Friday, I think they've earned another day off for Thanksgiving. So we'll get after it on Saturday and Sunday, prepare for our Monday game.
What do we know about Dakota County?
I don't know much. Coach Solo knows everything, though. He's been on them.
So you'll start working on that.
Yeah, I'm game by game.
What'd you get the wife for her birthday?
What did we get her? We got her some Bible verses in a jar, and we got her something for the refrigerator that plays a song, but that's not in the mail yet, so I just gave it away. That was a surprise.
Okay. Did you cook, or did you at least buy supper, or you didn't make her cook on her?
I'm not a big cooker, but I did clean the entire house right before we put the kids down, and I got her something else too. I forgot.
Well, don't tell her yet. Keep that a secret. All right, Coach. Congrats on the Hy-Vee Warrior win. Will, great night for Will Casey as he gets 10 points, 13 rebounds and 4 assists tonight for Will Casey, and the Indian Hills Warriors get the win over Iowa Central. That's going to do it for us. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.
Go Warriors!